pick up a technical here.
He ran that forward to have some words there, and the technical is called. This hand got pushed out of bounds.
And he might be right.
Yeah,
He caught him. Can't get thrown out.
Oh, he just did.
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
And it wasn't for the crew chief who gave him the second tee. Suyash Mehta, who was on the other side, gave him the second tee. And Brown wants more. He is furious at Ford and now has to be restrained.
This is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely egregious. This is a big game. Jaylen Brown, who is a top 2 candidate for league MVP honors, a nationally televised game against the San Antonio Spurs. This could be a potential finals matchup against Wembanyama, who was spectacular, by the way. 39 points, hitting 8 threes, but an MVP candidate himself. And he's going up against Oklahoma City in the next few days. MVP right now is between SGA and Jaylen Brown, and how those games go could dictate who wins MVP. But this is why we hate the NBA right now, because it is so poorly officiated. That was a missed call. He got pushed into the crowd. And it's crazy to me where players, you barely breathe on them, like SGA, Jalen Brunson, a Luka Doncic, or even we saw what happened with Bam Adebayo. 43 free throws. There was times where Bam drove in, put up the ball, was not even trying to score. He was looking for contact, and they blew the whistle every time. But it was an egregiously missed call. The problem I have is the crew chief was Tyler Ford, right? It was Tyler Ford. And who ejected him out the game? Sean Mehta. Mehta has always been the worst referee. I've been calling this man out for years about how awful a referee he is. He's not the crew chief. He's not the one who missed the call. That was Tyler Ford. It was Jaylen Brown who approached. And what does Mehta do? Mehta goes and ejects him. Why? It was none of your business. You didn't call the tech. You had nothing to do with the play. And you are not the crew chief. Okay, you are not the main guy. Who the heck do you think you are? We got a nationally televised game going on. A top 2 candidate for MVP. First of all, he has a right to be angry because you missed the call. I mean, and then you leave the Celtics short-handed against one of the best teams. We don't come to see the referees. And I get it, Jason Tatum is still there. Jason Tatum is not 100%. Jaylen Brown is having one of the greatest seasons of all time. I mean, the media wrote him off. They wrote off the Boston Celtics. I heard the media saying they might not even make the playoffs, and he's led them to the 2nd seed in the East, and they were 1 game back of the Detroit Pistons before this Spurs game. And you're taking him out the game. The crew chief didn't eject him. He was the one getting yelled at. But Mehta decided to come out of nowhere. And this guy has always been like this. And ejects him out the game. For what? The only person who suffers are the fans. That had absolutely nothing to do with you, and you go and involve yourself. Joe Mazzulla was absolutely right. Because in his post-game interview, he said, I give a ton of credit to my high school principal. He had the balls to throw a student out. He didn't leave it to the hall monitor. They're calling Mehta a hall monitor, and it's absolutely right. Your ego is that big to where you eject him. First of all, if you called the right call correctly, which was a foul against Jaylen Brown, this wouldn't have happened. He gets pushed into the crowd. Not only do you not call the foul, you tee him up, and then your sidekick comes and throws him out the game. How big does your ego have to be to not go up to him and say, I'm sorry, I missed the call. We're going to work on it. If he's angry, don't tee him up in that situation. It's just crazy to me that certain players, you look at them, they get a foul call. This guy gets pushed in, a guy who's top 2 in MVP, and you eject him.